now. Some have even finished, and they're absolutely loving it. I'm going to share some reviews over the weekend, inshallah. And now we've actually moved over to the app. We've got our own app now. So you might be thinking, okay, so what does Modest.Fitness have to offer? So the first month of Modest.Fitness is called the Me to Her Challenge, okay? This is a 30-day challenge where you're going to get a small workout every single day from 20 to 30 minutes, and they could be guided runs, like we're going to have a little sample today. It could be HIIT training sessions, kickboxing, Zumba, Pilates, yoga. We've got so much variety. So the key thing here is that so you don't get bored, you have lots of motivation. And then on top of your classes that you're going to be having every single day, they're follow along workouts and you can do them at a time that suits you. Okay, so that's really, really important to know. We're also going to have what we call Golden Nuggets, and they are our educational podcasts, and they range from nutrition, mental health, learning how to deal with food, tips and tricks on lots of health and fitness aspects, all from Muslim experts in their field. Again, all the instructors are also Muslimah, and they're all, starting their own fitness businesses, which is really, really important to be able to support them. And then you will also have access to our app, where we have communities with different experts, such as a nutritionist. Lynne has a 5K goal group, which is really, really exciting, and we have a mindset group as well. So today, that's the first 30 days of the program, sorry. And then beyond that, we're going to have live sessions, which you can replay, so don't worry again if you're in different time zones. We've got women from Australia all the way to the West Coast, so it really, really doesn't matter where you are in the world. You can join us and have that accountability, because we have such a very tight-knit support group. So we're going to be checking up on you, how you're getting on, and we actually have weekly meetups as well on Zoom. It's really nice. Sometimes we're laughing, sometimes we're crying, we're talking about work, we're talking about how stressed we are, but how incredible the exercise is making us, and we just support one another, and just I've really made some incredible friends through this program already. So let's get Lynne on, and she's going to share with us a little bit about what you can expect in the Me to Her Challenge and beyond of her sessions. And it might be something you've not heard of before, but I'll let Lynne introduce what she does, who she is, where she's from, and all that, and talk to you a little bit about what she does in the Me to Her Challenge and how it can really help you. So thank you everyone for joining. Really, really appreciate it. Please send this live to your friends who you think might be interested in fitness. You can share it with the little arrow at the bottom right hand corner. You can send it to your friends if you think that they could do with a push. Again, we're starting the challenge again on Monday the 15th of March. So if you want to get involved or get some of your friends involved, it's a great opportunity to get nice fit and strong before Ramadan. So anyway, I will stop chatting away and let's... Okay. Hello. Oh, I thought I'd...
Hi, everybody who's watching.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Alhamdulillah, how are you?
Good, alhamdulillah. It's gorgeous in pink. Love it.
Thank you. Oh, you started warming up without me.
Oh, sorry.
I'm joking.
I just did it naturally. I was just like,
That's good.
I've been sat at the desk all day. It's just like a natural movement that I do now. You've instilled it in me. I can't help it.
No, that's really good, because sitting at a desk all day builds up tension exactly there. So it's good that you're giving it, moving it around and getting that lactic acid out.
Lynne, tell us about yourself. Tell us what you like to do, what your business. Tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I'm Lynne. I live in Essex. I'm from Portsmouth originally. I have a business selling sports hijabs called Jog On, and some other clothing and attire. It has a mental health focus. I've always been into sports, love moving around. I'm a bit of a fidget. And fidgeting can often be a sign of being unbalanced emotionally and psychologically. That's why I love anything to do with movement and stillness and just being in tune with yourself, because what's going on inside of us doesn't often reflect what we look like on the outside. So it's about getting in touch, your mind and your body together, and using fitness and sports and stillness to have a greater sense of well-being. So yeah, that's a nutshell.
Okay, amazing. And what do you like to do? What do you do at Modest Fitness?
So I'm Modest Fitness guided runner, and I use mindfulness techniques. Initially we go out on a walk together, and then we build up to some jogging, and we have some sprint sessions, and we've got lots of future sessions planned in which the idea is to help and support people to get in touch with yourself, learn about yourself, so increase your self-awareness, work through and process thoughts and feelings through the action of walking, jogging and running.
Amazing.
And yeah.
Cool. Amazing. Well, thank you so much. So shall we get into a bit of a warm-up, or what do you have planned for us today?
Yeah, we're going to do like an example of a warm-up and give you an overview of what a guided run might be like. And maybe you can share your experience of what it was like for you when you were running, Abdiya.
Absolutely.
But before we start, I'm just going to ask you, Abdiya, to demonstrate if you can take a deep breath. Show us taking a deep breath. Amazing. That's brilliant. What I thought I would see was your shoulders going up and your chest puffing out, and that's not what we wanted, but you've been listening to my mindfulness techniques on breathing correctly. So if we all, what I want those that are watching to do is to know whereabouts we should be breathing from, which is actually here. So if you take a deep breath, we need to be able to breathe and feel the whole of our diaphragm expanding like there's a balloon inside of it that's being blown up. So if we take a deep breath and focus and imagine the oxygen going deep down and reaching that part here and around your belly button area. And whenever you're doing warm-ups, it's really a massively common thing that people start holding their breath. Because you're doing stuff and it's affecting your movement changes, and then all of a sudden you might start breathing differently. So I invite through my mindfulness runs and warm-ups and cool downs to continue to be as conscious as we can of our breathing, maintain a healthy breathing technique. Okay, so as you were doing before, let's move your arms and wake up your shoulders after you've been sitting at that desk, looking forward at your screen, building up tension. So like, are you breathing well, Abdiya? Are you conscious of your breathing?
Yeah, I am now. Reminded.
Breathing in and back down into your belly. And go the opposite way. So just warming up all your shoulders. People neglect this part of your body when you're going for a run. They think it's all about the legs, but actually we use a massive part of our upper body too. Okay, now if you go back, there's a little jogging on the spot. And again, I noticed just then I started holding my breath. So being conscious of my breath and making sure I'm breathing correctly. Okay, so different normal what I would do. I want to just show you one little technique that you can do that combines your mind and your body together. So you can stop doing that now. Part of being a runner, and in fact all fitness, and just getting to know your body, is about striking balance and trying to find a balance. That's what a lot of yoga and pilates instructors also teach. And what I want you to do, so as part of my training as a runner, I was taught to like learn to balance on one leg. So if you imagine you're a tree and your feet are both firmly on the ground with equal weight, just taking a deep breath and imagining that you're growing right the way from your feet all the way up the trunk, up the torso, just straightening you out. And then just gently lift your right foot off and transfer that balance onto all of your foot. And just maintain your breathing. I'm going to just step back so you can hopefully keep
Let me turn off the comments.
Okay, so what I want you to do, keep your balance on that left foot and point your toe out to the front as if you're doing ballet. If you do need to hold on to something, do. And now I want you to think of something you've been working on within your own self. So maybe you would like to be more confident, as an example. Maybe you'd like to be more organised, more assertive, more self-loving, for example. So these are just some examples. I want you to think, you don't have to say it out loud, of something you'd like to be more of. Now, I want you to lift up your foot, standing foot, the pointed toe foot forward, and I want you to spell out I, so do the letter I, am, the letter, and then A, you can use capitals or you can use lowercase, up to you, M, and then I want you to say the word that you want to be more of. So you have I am, and then confident, for example. See, I'm doing confident. And you spell that word out. Remember your breathing. Remember it. And then once you spell out your word, just return that leg back to its standing position. Change the legs. Doing the same thing, so the same sentence that you've just said. I am, and then the word that you were mentioning. So you maintain your breathing. And keep that balance in your standing foot. And then come back together. I'm going to come over here and explain what that was. So, whilst you're doing this, lots of things are happening. So let's talk about it. Lots of things are happening. You're gaining strength in your muscles. You're warming up. You're doing some dynamic stretches. You're getting balance. But most importantly, you're making this affirmation using both sides of your brain. So your right side of your brain, your left side of your brain, using your body, focusing on your breathing. And this affirmation, the new neural pathway that you're making, is like your brain's going, whoa, 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 what's happening? What's going on here? I'm using my legs, I'm using my mind, I'm using all my feelings, my emotions. It all comes together and it begins a new neural pathway. So it becomes a new self-belief and a behaviour and it becomes an ingrained feeling. And then you can then kind of repeat it. So you might do it on the side, I believe, so you can spell out. And again, you're stretching and you're doing all of those things which are literally feeding your body and giving you a great sense of self-belief and increasing your chances that you're going to become that which you wanted to be. So can you tell me a little bit how it felt for you? And I'm sorry I got disturbed by DHL, totally.
Yeah, I definitely, I spelled out I am grateful. Because I feel like more and more I'm becoming more grateful as I'm getting older, and I feel like it's a good affirmation to really be grateful for, if that makes sense. Like, I'm grateful that I'm feeling more grateful each day, so I definitely want to like put more energy there, because I feel like it's actually really helping me become a better person. So yeah, that's the one that came to me.
Yeah, and this idea came to me actually once when I was in a period of depression, and I didn't want to get out of bed that day, and I just didn't want to do anything. And in my head, I was like, I know if I go for a run, I'll feel better, but I couldn't even get out of bed. So I did it with my finger, and I did it, and I just kept doing it with my finger in bed, because that's the only movement I could force myself to do. And I was like, you know, and I said the affirmation that I wanted to do, and it got me out of bed. It got me, because it reaffirmed to me that you need to do this, you need to, and it just started the process.
Amazing.
And so, yeah, I thought, why not use your whole body?
You know, but you know, it's like, it's incredible, because there are things that we actually know, but we don't often practice. Like even with the salah, like with the prayer, we know, like we could, you know, why did Allah make us move our bodies at the same time as actually, you know, doing the recitation, you know? And I think like when the mind and the body are working together, that's when we can really succeed. So I really, really appreciate it, and I'm so, so grateful that we have you in the Modest Fitness program and the challenge. So, yeah.
Well, that's so true. You know, the salah and what we say, the affirmations and everything that we say during our prayer, and just saying, you know, when you put your head on the ground and we're saying Subhana Rabbi Ala, the most high, and we're at the most low, we're right on the ground. And so there is a lot of meaning behind every component of the prayer and what we say as we're moving. And yeah, and it's a whole body, a whole spiritual experience. And there's no reason why we can't take that out into the rest of our lives, all of the time.
Yeah, absolutely. So during the Meet Her Challenge, Lynne actually takes us on four runs, sorry. So there's a walk, and then there's, I'm just trying to think of how many runs there are. I think there's three runs. And they get a bit more, you know, they're actually quite different, the three of them. And I think, you know, you might find one, you know, easier than others, or you might find that you like one more than others. For me, I, for example, really enjoyed the more like distance running. So I like sort of like keeping it at a steadier pace, but feeling like I was going really far. That for me, I felt really accomplished. But I learned so much in the others as well, because Lynne speaks to you about lots of different aspects of your emotions and how you're feeling. And really, I promise you, like, you're going running with Lynne, and it doesn't even feel like a chore. You know, it doesn't feel like the runs that you did before. That was my experience. So I would go out for a run, get really tired very quickly, out of breath. Like, I've done enough for today. I didn't do anything yesterday, so today, you know, it's already an achievement. I'll just go home now. Whereas when I'm running with Lynne, and you're actually listening to her in a podcast when you're going running, you feel like you can go a lot faster, you can go a lot longer. She's controlling your breathing with you, she's relaxing your body with you, and it's such an incredible experience. So yeah.
Thank you.
What do people expect to feel after a run with you then?
I'd like to feel that when they've completed any of their mindfulness runs with me, that they'll have many things. One thing would be like a sense of self-achievement, that they feel that they've accomplished something and they've benefited. I'd like to think that they love and accept themselves a little bit more, and so their self-esteem is rising. That it's hopeful, that it gives them hope through the difficulties that we all face every day, and that it will also give them life skills that they will use not just during the run, but in general. You might be sitting at your desk or getting the laundry out of the washing machine, and remember your body and remember your mindfulness and your breathing, your gratitude, for example, and it becomes a way of life rather than just something you used to do out on the pavement. You know, it becomes an embodiment of spirituality.
Yeah, I think like the experience that people have had with listening to something they're running might be like a running app, or, you know, Couch to 5K, things like that, that actually they go on a run and they're listening to something at the same time. And it's similar in the sense that you're listening to something at the same time, but it couldn't be more different. For me, it was like next level, not just, you know, not just working on actually like getting to the finish line, but actually changing something within you, shifting something within yourself. So you come back, not only would you feel accomplished for what you've actually ran that day, but you'd be feeling lighter emotionally, spiritually, and mentally, which is, you know, just what you want to really achieve on, you know, with your business, with your runs. And so that's definitely been achieved. I think just hearing the feedback of the girls that have been on the runs, it's really been such a game changer for them. People that didn't like running were like, oh my gosh, I'm not doing it. No, can I skip this day? Now they're like, I can't wait to go on another run. And so yeah, you've definitely succeeded.
That makes me really happy. It really does.
Yeah.
And people say to me all the time, "Oh, I can't run for a bus." I'm like, yes, you can. You can run. You know, and even you have to even look at Paralympians as well to see that you don't necessarily need two legs to run as well. You know, even if we're doing it in a wheelchair or my exercises can start, as I said, in bed with your finger. If we're at a point of our mental well-being or physical well-being it is so low, you can actually start from your bed. And that's, I want to help people to start from ground zero to be able to go out and to be able to work their way through this and develop.
Yeah. So actually in our app that we just launched this week, and we've moved all our groups over to the app, and it's really, really exciting. And we actually have a group with Lynne called the 5K Run Goal, which is like, I want to run 5K. She's going to help us get there. So not only if you've never run before, you will be able to do the Meet Her Challenge, but also you can, go even higher than that. You can, try to achieve even more past the Meet Her Challenge and actually run 5K. I'm really excited for runs to sort of like start opening up here and maybe sign myself up for a 5K run, a 10K run, who knows. We'll get there and try to keep working at it. Okay, thank you so much, Lynne. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was so nice chatting with you.
Thanks for having me. Make sure you sign
up for the Meet Her Challenge. We're starting on Monday the 15th, which is just enough time to practically finish the challenge for Ramadan. So you're going to go into Ramadan nice and strong, nice and fit. Ramadan fasting is not easy for everyone. I think if you're going in a bit stronger, a bit fitter, a bit happier, a bit less stressed, I think that would really, really benefit everybody, especially me. So I'm excited to keep working out all of Ramadan and during Ramadan, why not? And well, thank you so much again, Lynne. And please, anyone who's got any questions, just send me a DM, and I'll be happy to support you on your fitness journey. Bye. Salam alaikum.
Islam. Thank you.